Hi, I'm Steve Luttrell, and I'd like to begin by thanking Ron Combe and David Kirschenbaum for inviting me to participate in the Boog City Festival. So thanks, guys. Here's some poems. First one's called No Title Needed. Shut up in the mind of his own making. He keeps a quiet pace, knowing the interior so well. While outside, they're keeping busy making trivial their art, working with material left over from the start, and it's just another day down at the local, where the stories stay the same from year to year. This one is called How Long Do You Think It Will Last? And I suppose it's a very topical poem. And how is one supposed to feel in times such as these, when it all becomes containment of a kind, a safe distance from oneself removed, to stand abstracted, distracted, upright, and quite bipedal in the existential vacuum? What next, you come to wonder? Draw the blinds, read the times, wrap yourself in narrative, but be careful what you say. Though no one really listens, they can hear you. Noise. Slogans jam the airwaves. Slogans fill my ears. The message is a narrative of noise. Everywhere, every day, the noise is inescapable, while the poem strives to find its voice in the chaos of confusion, where slogans choke the music of the phrase and leave the mind a mangled mess for measure. Night time. The night quiets, fills itself with a deepening darkness gathered from the quality of shadows. The night settles down, settles in, and the new moon is no moon, but the promise of a moon to come, to become the light of another day. Patterns of pain. Like the sun, it came from out the east, raging with a dark and deadly wind, incapable of changing its direction. It was as if someone yelled, "Time out!" The future seemed suspended, everything in doubt. It would prove to be a time that no one would forget, and the scars were left to take the shape of patterns of pain. I suppose to a degree these are somewhat all topical, but it's the zeitgeist. This is called The Neighborhood. The neighborhood seems different now. So many places gone. The church is up for sale again. The restaurant didn't make it, and they weren't there for long. It was the year the virus came, a shadow on the land, and the people feared uncertainty. They couldn't understand how quickly things could change, could come to change the world they'd always known. The neighborhood seems different now, so many people gone, and there's no going back to where you once belonged. A little aside to the Beatles there. This poem is entitled Need. Nothing brought in, nothing taken away. A simple description if it were not for the life between and the inescapable compulsion of need and the complex of accumulation certain to attend. This poem is entitled The Others. Their eyes are glazed with the insomnia of many nights. They have forgotten what they wanted, and still they're heard to cry, "More!" They are the others, the ones that share our time and space and speak a language foreign to our ear. And it is said that we will come to know them by their deeds. And I'd like to close with this one. This is a poem that's very special to me because it's a poem that I try to recapture, if it's even possible, my youth with, because I was raised in a place called South Portland, Maine, and the place that I spent a lot of time was a place called The Point. So this poem is entitled "The Point" at Willard Beach. On rocky ledge and high above, a beach of sea-smooth stones and seaweed-scented air, where once young boys in cut-off jeans would dare each other dive. I'm looking out beyond the bounds of eyefall, where a watery geography holds sway, a wide, wet world in motion and in time that only tides can tell and wind and wave can measure, while underfoot in creviced ledge tide pools keep a smaller world confined to rock and seaweed, where microscopic life forms move in a salty ocean brine that shimmers in the sunlight of a summer long ago. Thank you very much for your time, and keep in touch.